We know for a fact that Sheila Walsh interviewed Bill Johnson and Shawn Bolz sometime in the weeks or months prior to this video being released to the public on June 1st of the year 2023.
I love that we just had a mini outpouring that's on 60 campuses right now still. I mean, still from Asbury on. And
There you just heard Shawn Bolz referring to the ongoing Asbury revival, which began in February of the year 2023.
I love that we're having, Jesus Revolution movie comes to show us what happened in the last generation of a great move of God, at least in America.
And there you just heard Shawn Bolz referring to the brand new movie that had just come out in February of the year 2023, the Jesus Revolution movie.
This book that Shawn wrote, and I'm sure you wrote it a little while ago.
Yep, this book came out in 2015, so they're talking about it roughly 7 years after it was published. But she wanted to do it because she thought it was a good book.
You wrote it a little while ago, so you probably got tons of new things that God's placed on your heart. But Bill, you wrote the foreword to this book. It's called Translating God. But you wrote that this was one of the most exciting books that you had read. Why was that?
Well, the book by itself is incredible. Knowing the life that backs it up adds a power to it because it's so practical. It's what you dream of. It's like if you could have a perfect relationship with the Lord and see its impact on humanity, that's what it would look like.
So there you just heard Bill Johnson, in his own words, praising the living daylights out of Shawn Bolz and his book. So we can say with 100% certainty that this interview took place sometime in the weeks or months prior to June 1st of the year 2023. Here's Bill Johnson helping out the cell phone prophet at Azusa now in the year 2016. And here you can see that he's still giving these useless prophetic words that sometimes do tremendous damage to people's lives. Shawn prophesied that this lady should marry an abusive man who almost killed her.
So it took the second time that he strangled me for me to finally leave. And even in leaving, I was so tormented by this decision because I didn't know if I was outside of the will of God.
Chris Valentin knew for a fact back in 2020 that Shawn Bolz was using data mining to pretend to be a prophet. He said they would no longer work with him, but they weren't going to warn anybody either. And Bill Johnson is actively promoting him.
Knowing the life that backs it up